I'm ready to do this, I think.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's gonna be
I'm
time.
ready.
I always get a little nervous because if the people talk to me, I get really scared.
People are conspiracy created by the aliens.
That's just my brother. That's my brother. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't.
9% of all people are people.
You'd say the craziest things. Okay, are we live? Well, let's see here. One, two, three, four. I declare a bum war. Let's go.
Jesus is actually an algorithm.
Jesus is an I can do his voice. Jesus is an algorithm. He's like the smartest guy I know.
There's an algorithm made specifically to steal our burgers and freedom.
Freedom
Uh,
burgers.
no,
Burger freedom.
he was specifically made to die for our sins so that we can all be saved.
But because the
Please
dinosaurs
watch
were
your
threatening
language.
our world, was threatening our world with meteors. We needed Jesus to protect us from the dinosaurs.
That does sound a lot like the diorama I saw in the Creation
That's
Museum.
just what they want you to believe.
That was a good museum. My dad took me there one time. I was just really upset about how gay he made me act in the museum.
If you're not acting gay, then you're not allowed to access school resources and educate yourself and be your own person and a free thinker.
My dad, I gotta tell you guys something. My dad and my mom are both trans, so now my dad is my mom and my mom is my dad, and it's really confusing.
Oh, you poor soul.
It's
Trans
very,
people,
it's
trans
rough.
people were created by Soros in 1995.
Very
Do
Chris
you?
Rock. Is that what you
I
just
was
said?
I was for Medicare for all until they told me that I wasn't allowed to leave the house and act straight outside of the house.
Do you need me to call social services for you? Because my husband knows someone there.
Okay, that would help.
Medicine was actually a tool by elephants for technological uplift into a all digital future.
I mean, that's just correct though. How we all
Everybody knows that.
how we all doing tonight? We doing good? We ready?
I'm blessed.
I'm gonna do the
Thank you so
theme
I
much for
song.
am
asking.
prepared, I guess.
I'm not at liberty to say because the powers that be want to suppress my knowledge.
They do that.
Oh boy.
I've
So
seen
I
it happen.
I gotta tell you guys, I did really good at the gym recently. I did really good at the gym. Not to
Good for
brag,
you.
I'm an alpha male and I can do a whole 85 pounds on at the bench press thing. One time, one
The
rep.
bench press thing.
That sounds like a lot to me.
It is. I'm pretty tough. I'm a strong boy. I'm a very proud boy. I'm
The
proud of how
gyms are
strong
run.
I am.
The gyms were run and maintained by disabled time travelers.
Is it to steal your sperm?
Yes,
Damn it.
I'm not sure you should be using words like the S word around me. My
and they got extractors that latch on to your penis
oh,
and rip the whole thing off and take it with you to create a dick ship.
are you sure you should be using those words because children might listen to this?
Well, this is for their education. It's to
Oh,
better them.
I'm sorry, penis ship.
I'm not sure about that word either.
Wang machine?
Uh,
What
This
about
is all making me very uncomfortable.
What
But
about
see, this is why I
okay?
homeschool
What
my
about what
children so
about
that they're
genital
not
rocket?
exposed to things like this.
What about genital rockets?
what about swing schwang schwip?
It sounds kind of cute and silly, so I think I'll take that.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
about the slibbity dip? What about the slibbity dip?
That
Slibbity dip.
that sounds a lot like that rap music lyrics, and I'm not sure that I want my children exposed to that either.
Oh, you're right. We can't have that. That's It's
Raph,
definitely something that can have the Illuminati
There-
come in and break down your door and take all your kids at night.
Raph. My parents are mean. They won't let me play Bible Blasters 4. They only let me play Red Dead Redemption. I told them I don't want to. I want to learn about Jesus. And they said, no, you're going to learn about Satan, like we told you.
I knew it.
And then they,
All liberal schooling is about Satan. I thought you knew.
oh, that's going to be weird for me again because after they come back from the hospital, that my mom and dad, who's flipped to be my dad and my mom, are going to go back to be my mom and dad. They said they like the way the transition surgery feels.
You gotta watch out for those radioactive babies.
Yeah, I'm kind of more worried about my parents and why they keep going to get genital surgery, and they send me postcards about it. It's weird.
Oh, consider yourself lucky that they're allowed to have genitals at all. You know the powers that be don't like to let people have their genitals
Well,
after they put them on the dick ship.
See, this is why it's so important that we're enacting laws in many states to follow the will of the people and make sure that people like your parents aren't allowed to keep their children.
yeah.
They're doing you irreparable harm. Everyone knows it.
Yes,
I'm tired of
following the
being
will
quiet
of the
about it.
people by disregarding the will of the people.
Oh, here
Exactly.
we go, a fucking again. Oh, the goddamn coffee. Oh, okay, all right. Let's see what you have to say about it. Let me guess. It's all fine. It's okay that my mom and dad get 14 trans surgeries a year just to
I
change it up.
guess.
Uh huh.
Listen, this might be an
Well,
extreme number of trans
it's
surgeries.
now I will say
I traveled all around Africa, and I must say that I still haven't found the emu who stole my scarf.
now here's my big question. Are your parents using their own money for these surgeries? Because they are technically, they're adults, and if they have their own money, I suppose maybe they should be allowed to spend it the way they want. But if they're using taxpayer dollars for that, then that's just not right.
Oh my God, so much
That's just not right.
taxpayer money. They're like, I can't wait to go down and get my welfare check. I make $57,000 a day, and I go down and get my welfare check, just like all people on welfare. There's nobody on welfare who's poor. That's fake. That's
Well,
not
as a
true.
small business owner, this is why I do not support all this taxation and regulation that is just sending money to, and healthcare to people like that.
Yeah, to my weird ass
Taxes
parents.
are taxes are conspiracy to create eggplant death match fighting pits in the depths of hell.
I've never heard something that made more sense in my entire life.
I am very smart.
I know it's true that you don't have an untreated mental illness, but I'm so glad that I can say proudly you are my friend who doesn't have an untreated mental illness.
Afraid of my reflections because they instill a deep seated fear of of the global trilateral commission.
I have to be honest. I'm not sure that mental illness really exists. I think part of it is just a character flaw. That's brought on when people don't raise their children in a good Christian environment with a mother and a father who are married
And
the
aren't
way it's supposed to
constantly
be.
transitioning.
You should know that the best babies come from the Russian terrorist black market clown show.
Definitely gonna need more Russian babies in this country to even things out in a few decades.
Yeah, it's an imbalance of dark humors with gray humors. You got to keep that balance, right?
Yeah, I don't know how much more dark we need in this country, if you catch my drift.
And I'm not sure if I approve of humor. It doesn't seem very
That's the
Christian.
part.
Yeah, it's not healthy. It's just totally bad for your skin.
I mean, because
Yeah.
if
Hey,
you've
hey,
read the
hey.
Bible, it
It's the
never once
scary
mentions
Mexican.
fun.
Oh no! Quick, everybody get their INS cards. We got to call. We have an emergency. Code
I'm
red.
sorry, sir. Mexicans are not scary because they're not my reflection, which is the scariest thing that could possibly exist.
Well, there's a little person in the mirror who's trying to steal your soul. How is that not terrifying? Again.
Oh, you should see the stash they have under the floorboards in the back room of my house.
Ooh,
They, I looked, but I couldn't find anything. But that's just evidence that they're really good at hiding their progress.
everything you said is perfect and beautiful. I
And
can't.
yet I shall pray for you.
This is kind of hard.
What's kind of
Yeah.
hard? Your wiener when you're looking at ladies in the gym?
Yeah,
Sorry.
but
Swing
well,
I
schwong.
don't like that kind of talk.
What about peepers?
my radioactive baby genital dick ship
Hey,
conspiracy.
swing schwong schwip. There's a lady present.
Oh, I'm sorry, genital rockets ship for star travel.
Your general rocket ship. Gotcha.
The most genital of all rockets. Way more than the globalist media would let you have. Their genital rockets are third rate, maintained by Native American interests.
Well, that doesn't sound very American.
Oh
Wait.
no, it's actually totally American because they're all wearing onesies.
Wait, when you say Native American, hold on. I just want to be clear. Are you talking about the feather kind or the mayonnaise on bread kind?
So I'm talking about the ones that hide out under the highway with little gnome hats and giant spectacles to stare at you while you're sleeping.
Our Lord, chat brings up a
That's
good point.
that brings up a good point. I agree.
Chat brings
Well,
up a
that just
good
goes to
point.
show why you shouldn't. Why ladies like me
I
should
am
not
actually the
go out
most
without
smart
our husbands.
Republican that I know.
You are the
I have
biggest
yet to,
Republican I know. It's
I have
because
yet
you're
to
tall,
find a
though.
better Republican of all time.
I'm getting swole, though. I swear to God, I can now run for 10 minutes on the treadmill without keeling over. I'm pretty
Well,
big.
the thing is that you're running in the wrong dimension. You need to go to all the other dimensions to run at a faster pace.
Really?
Yeah, multi-dimensional running is actually is actually heavily redacted. I shouldn't be saying anything about it. I could be killed for saying this.
Huh. Well, the more I
Unfortunately,
know.
honey, I think the real story for why you can't breathe is because, well, people that are brought up in the not quite so nice areas, uh, they're those children are often diagnosed with asthma at an early age because there's something defective about people that live in those areas.
God doesn't love them, I know.
It's not exactly your fault, but well,
No, I
It's
didn't
the
do
fault.
anything.
It's the fault
Here
of
you're
their
breathing
green.
in too much freedom.
It's the fault of their spiky
Ah!
green hair. They need to change their hair, and they'll be straight.
If they
Not
would be,
straight as in not gay, but straight as in like not like a triangular formation.
right. Again, everything you said makes perfect sense. I don't know why they keep telling you have to go to that special school on that bus.
It's because of the iguana support group network.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. I approve.
Uh, that makes me uncomfortable. Makes me
Appro-
deeply uncomfortable. I'm
I,
scared
approval makes you uncomfortable?
because
oh, don't be scared. I have
they
the
want you
police
to
on
feel
speed
approval.
dial. They'll help us
They
out.
want you to feel approval. It's all they ever wanted. Just watch. One day you're gonna wake up, and with all this approval, you're just gonna spontaneously combust.
All right, man, be cool. Be cool. Everything's all right. Everything's okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. I need to drink a little bit of eggplant salad, and it should stabilize me for at least 24 to 48 hours.
If it
Alright.
makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure I don't approve of you.
Well, great. Thank you. Thank you.
I like to know where I stand.
All these days, I need as much disapproval as I can take.
I like to know where I stand.
Well, you stand in the midst, on the precipice of the edge of an accidentally hacked computer server for IBM.
And really, you should be more worried about, not so much standing, but whether you're kneeling often enough. Because I think that's something that we just don't take the time out to do every day. Well, when I say we, I mean people who are not me.
Can I
Again, only 9% of people are real.
can I tell you guys something that really hurt my feelings the other day?
Yeah. Let's hear it, guy.
Well,
What's
I
going
Sweetie,
saw
on, man?
remember, you're a boy.
As long as it's not a
You're not
leftist
supposed to
conspiracy, he's
have
good.
feelings.
well
No. As long as it's not a leftist conspiracy, he's good. Let's
okay.
hear it, guy. What do you got?
Well, the other day I told my parents that I was going to buy some of that he or she chocolate and that I thought that Michael Knowles was right about getting people executed for not being white Christians. And then my parents told me that my glass chin couldn't take a punch and I had to watch my fucking mouth.
Oh, see, your problem was that you were looking in chocolate. You need chocolate pudding. It's the pudding is the important part.
That's the Jungian break from reality. I told you I could do it. I said I could do it and I did it. Woohoo!
Yeah. Multi-dimensional writing for the win. I'm wanted in at least 58 dimensions.
Oh
And the
boy.
virus, you gotta keep an eye out for the viruses because the viruses are always trying to give you superpowers that you didn't know you had. They didn't exist at least until the coming age of the iguana filarium topiary.
Well, we all have one special superpower. I think we can agree. And
Loving
that's
Jesus.
prayer.
Oh,
Exactly.
I thought it was hating the left, but okay. Prayer
Well,
works
that too. It's the same thing.
We
If
can
you
do
love
both.
Jesus, you have to hate the left.
I can walk and hate people at the same time, thank you. Not really.
You're improving.
I have all sorts of
No.
I have all sorts of vaccine side effects because my parents are abusive and make me get vaccines.
I'm incredibly
It's very difficult to
I'm
walk.
incredibly startled with disapproval.
It's terrible. Now I'll never know the sweet, sweet kiss of polio.
Those are, those are called side effects. Those are called vaccine injuries.
That's right.
They actually hide the vaccine injuries in rainwater. It's a fascinating yet unpleasant experience.
Well, I, for one, would never ruin any of my 18 children's perfect immune systems with something as diabolical as vaccines.
Yeah, you need to avoid rainwater at all costs, and you'll definitely be a lot more healthy for it.
It's just not. It's not
We
Christ-like to get vaccinated, because Jesus didn't get vaccinated. So
Yeah.
Well,
He-
it's actually not the vaccine's not the problem. It's the rainwater. You gotta avoid that rainwater, and you gotta make sure
No.
you
well, that's why I only drink raw water.
No, you gotta get more rainwater.
no sewage
Amen,
water.
sister.
Sewage water is the opposite of rainwater because it comes from the ground and not the sky.
No, you gotta
You
get
drink that water from Ohio? Ooh, that you mix that with ivermectin, horse
Oh, I
dewormer,
love it. It's so delicious.
certified cure.
It rolls just right.
You,
It rolls down my throat in chunks.
you got to get it straight from the stream, no processing, builds up your natural immunities.
Yeah, the derailment.
And sometimes cholera, but mostly your natural immunities.
right,
my stupid
you have
parents
to
just keep
have
making up
all of us
doctors and
to give you.
antibiotics.
Yeah,
I'll never be
Well, the doctors are the ones that create the zombies that attack 16 days after the after the first advent of the vaccines.
And there's nothing that antibiotics can treat that some oregano oil wouldn't, and that's natural.
Or, just the love of Christ, just radiating down from the sky throne, it just
Well,
radiates down
yeah,
and just
The oregano
prayer.
plant. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, like, prayer is what heals, but one of my many small businesses is selling essential oils, and so I do have to use a certain amount of the product in order to feel confident in selling.
Well, no,
right.
it's actually the growth hormones in the oregano plant that create health.
But you can't. The leftists will tell you you can't even put that on a cracker now
Leftists
because
will
you've
tell you a lot of things.
I saw a leftist the other day. I saw a leftist posting the foulest lie that I've ever seen. They said that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. They said that Jesus Christ was a broke ass. They said that he was.
What?
Jesus Christ
Can
was
you
actually
believe?
Jesus Christ
He
was
was a
actually
successful contractor.
Yes.
Jesus Christ was an elephant that didn't want to talk about the person in the room. You can't talk about the person in the room. And you gotta watch out for those elephants. They're very shifty, almost as shifty as reflections.
Again, I can't stress it enough. You are the least mentally ill person I know. I've never heard of anybody saner in my entire life.
Stop approving it hurts his feelings.
No, he
Oh,
likes it.
but it's the oregano oil that I attribute my health to. It's not just me.
Fair enough. I like that you're
The
very honest
oregano.
about where you're getting healthy from.
And the
You gotta
next
take
time you need to
a metric ton.
restock,
You gotta take a metric ton of oregano oil per day, per hour,
It was going to be the
per
next
second.
big thing. It was actually Richard Simmons was about to launch a line of oregano oils. That's why he disappeared.
Richard Simmons is actually a sex doll that spins around in circles, hoping to come alive and self-aware like a real boy.
God damn
Okay.
Damn it! I broke character. I broke.
What character? You sound different. Is your throat okay? Do you need a lozenge?
Sorry, it was the clowns with chainsaws. I always keep an eye out for the clowns with chainsaws.
Okay, hold on a second. I just need to drink some horse pop. It's delicious.
One of them just walked by and gave me a little glance. I gave him a glance back to make sure that he knew what was up. So it wasn't a good opportunity to attack.
That's what really happened to Richard Simmons was that
Hmm.
he was trying to become a real boy, and he had even acquired a demon heart, which really upset the other demons.
Oh, that's bad news.
So they killed his whole squad and they stole his demon heart.
No!
It's a very hostile universe. This one.
He
Yeah.
managed to
Real
conquer
trouble.
a demon through the power of Christ and he lost his demon heart because of the liberals?
Yes,
Damn
liberals.
liberals! You're at it again!
No, that's actually a misconception. He lost his heart because the Hawks didn't understand grounds girls.
Oh, I wish girls liked me.
Yeah. The
What?
girls, the
I
girls
mean,
and the Hawks. You never heard of the girls and the Hawks, my dude?
The Trump indictment. Did you hear
like
about
a
the
beta.
liberals indicting Trump? Did you
Oh,
hear about that? Did you not hear about? Do you hear
the
how awful they
ridiculous
are?
witch hunt.
Oh my God! Thank you for saving me.
Trump is a dead duck that doesn't fly backwards.
What? No, we love Trump, right? Wait, what? I thought we loved Trump.
I didn't say
No,
we don't love him. I just said he's a dead duck that doesn't fly backwards.
Trump is bad. We want it to be like Mike Pompeo, or no, we want it to be like Mike Huckabee. That's what we want.
You gotta watch him because you gotta watch all those guys because they're all conspiring to do freakonomics on us.
to do a freakonomics.
To do a freakonomics.
Those freaking
Well,
Well,
clearly that's what happened to his parents.
stupid libs and their goddamn data. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for such a violent outburst, but I'm so tired of hearing about them and their stupid fucking data.
That's a scurrilous accusation. That's a serious accusation to put out there. Doing a freakonomics is a federal crime. I don't know if. I think we might want to source that before we accuse someone.
It's only a federal crime if you don't have enough balloons.
Again, sanest person in the room. He's a legal expert.
I'm an expert on all things and everything that floats up into the air, especially
don't-
hopes and dreams.
I don't know why your parents are making you take that medication.
The lake is a long way from here. Long, long way. It's at least a couple hours.
Well, you're really going off tonight. I gotta say, you might be the Michael Jordan Peterson.
Oh
of the
shit!
show.
Oh shit! The reflections.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They're trapped behind the glass. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't get out.
They can't hurt you.
Okay.
They can't get out of
Okay.
there.
I think I'm better now.
I think they can maybe get out of there like during Lent or something. I don't know.
I need to channel the power of the flyover states.
They can get out of there Saturdays if you don't eat a fish sandwich, but if you do, they can't get out of there. I don't remember. Christianity is complicated. Christianity demons are like more complicated.
Did you just say fish sandwich? Fish, because the fish sandwiches are a deep, vast conspiracy network of mycelium. They're actually not fish at all. They're just conspiracy made form.
I heard another way is if you just drink a big jug of colloidal silver. I heard that'll stop it. Also, you won't have any teeth.
Or a drop of oregano.
Swear by it. Swear by it.
Old Bleachy was telling me there's another cure. I didn't catch all of what he was saying because he was really, really railed out. I mean, he was like halfway down on 8 Ball. He was.
He's got a very hard responsibility as Emperor of the Universe.
I mean, he was over the moon. I mean, I didn't think you could do that much cocaine and live, but he was trying to tell me some kind of cure. He wasn't really clear, but I think it's safe to assume he was probably just trying to get me to drink bleach. That's usually what he does.
Life is too short to see over the fence.
And I will say, as someone with personal experience, having been at CPAC, people can put away a lot more cocaine than you would think.
And bleach.
Yeah. My gym coach says I'm a bad kisser.
Choosing to do nothing at all is still a choice.
What? I mean, what else is bad right now? Shit.
That's on the flyers for CPAC. It says bring your own cocaine and bleach. Because they don't want it.
I gotta really stop thinking about
But whatever you bring, it's best if it's white.
Yes.
And it also helps to coat yourself in vegetable oil to help your success skyrocket. It's a proven fact.
Help you wriggle out of tricky situations. They're harder to catch.
You gotta make sure it's vegetable oil, preferably oregano, but you can also get away with canola.
If you're in a pinch,
you gotta fully coat yourself. If you find one spot, you might get a little rug burn.
If you're in a pinch,
I really approve of canola oil because what they don't want you to know is that it comes from the rapeseed. And
it kills all the corns. Rapeseed kills all the clones. All the corns.
Rape is just another term for a surprise hug with a penis.
Oh, the penises are supposed to be for the rocket ship. You gotta use the vaginas for hugs.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care how many times you ask. I'm not cutting my wiener off of your ship. I like you and all. I really do, but
It'd be
that's
really
not going
cool
to
if you could,
happen.
though. It'd be
Stop.
really cool if you could.
Well, stop asking. And stop asking me to take off my pants too and show you. I told you that it's the
Just
third time.
just a little quick snip. There you go, hurt nobody.
Worst of my chimney coach.
Like we could just stick you in the snow and give you a little bit of frostbite, and it'll fall right off. It won't even hurt at all.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. That sounds
You're,
really
I mean,
cold and scary.
provided
honey,
you can avoid, provided you
your
can
gym
avoid the
teacher
avalanche.
is a woman, isn't she?
No.
Oh dear. Then this is worse than I thought.
It's pretty bad. I mean, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. I'm the way I am because I'm a proud conservative man. I'm not scared of anything.
Well,
Ever.
I'm a tough
Nothing.
boy.
You gotta watch out for those reflections in elephants. But
Damn
also,
right.
you can substitute the red car for the blue car.
I'm a proud boy with absolutely no problems. I'm totally healthy, and everything I say is because I believe in it.
Damn straight, way to be, sir. You are a testament to the freedom of all living and sentient foxes.
and just remember that if one of the adults who's into whose care you have been entrusted touches you in a funny place or kisses you, the best thing you can do
Just keep
is
that
to
shit
pretend
quiet.
it didn't happen
Yeah.
and try to suppress all memories of it, because there's really nothing to be gained by dwelling on it.
That's right.
Right. Yours is past.
I,
You know.
I definitely, I definitely
his
shouldn't tell the
church.
authorities about it.
No, of course not. Now his church might decide to help him, by transferring him
look at
somewhere
paintings.
else so that
Right.
doesn't know about what happened.
They
They
can
can
help
take
them
care
look
of
at paintings like garlic ice cream.
they can take care of that within the church. They've got a great record of doing it.
Exactly.
They're pretty good at it. 1 for 1. As in they've
Wh-
done it one
Whichever,
time.
whichever child is getting molested by whichever priest, well, after
Well, we
they
don't
move
say
that
the M
priest,
word. We don't say the
You
M word
say-
on this show.
They call it blessed.
Yeah, we
They
call it
it
blessed.
blessed.
well, after they move that priest, that never happens again between that priest and that child specifically. After they move him, problem solved.
That's right.
Well, that priest keeps telling me that orange is the new pink, but I think that he should have some antifreeze and Barbasol.
That sounds like a really good plan. It's
It's
bullshit that you get
to,
such a low grade in chemistry.
it's to stabilize his molecular biology, the synthetic molecular biology at that. Not even natural. Not even natural at all.
I think it's total crap that you're failing biology because you sound like such a genius.
Well, they just don't like the smell of garlic ice cream that I keeps downing.
I'm sure that's it.
And once again, these problems would not exist if your parents were homeschooling you the way that they should.
Oh, I was totally homeschooled. At least for the first 5 minutes of my life. True story.
I wish
It's more school than that.
I'm glad my
Really.
parents don't homeschool me though.
Well, my entire education only
This
took
is
10
true.
minutes. I'm partially able to absorb ambient knowledge from the quasar nebula.
I just keep having to go. Every time I try to say to my parents, "Hey, I want to be homeschooled," they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? Watch you all day?"
Yeah, well,
Well,
once
homeschooling
again,
is
my husband's contacts and social services will take right care of that.
They don't
Don't
care.
you worry.
They're too busy getting transition surgeries. It's bullshit.
But don't worry, we'll find some
you
good
got
Christian parents for
You
you.
got transition surgery parents. Oh my God! Have they mastered the skill of time travel?
Then every 2 goddamn seconds, I gotta learn new pronouns again.
Oh God, you're in a very dangerous situation, sir. You need to escape. Are the plants looking at you yet?
Well, they're always looking at me. I paint little
Oh
faces
God!
on them,
Oh sir, you need to get out of there.
but then they all
You,
turn
you,
brown and die.
Oh, phew. False alarm. Okay. Okay, well, as long as they're turning brown and dying, just make sure that when you turn a corner, that they haven't traveled back in time to look at you in the past.
No, we're good. We're good on that. Yeah.
Every time you turn a corner, too, because those corners, man, it's like a reset for the universe.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Time and space, they don't apply to corners.
No, I'm with you.
You gotta look real shifty at right angles, too, because they're kind of like the corners of math.
Yeah, they're bad. They're
Bad
bad
news
stuff, all
bears,
right.
man. Bad news bears. And if you got an elephant on the other side of that corner, you better just hightail it out of there, buddy.
Listen, I'm sorry I took you to the zoo for my birthday. I like the penguins. They're little fancy boys.
Oh yeah, those guys are the best because they got bow ties.
Yeah, they dress proper. Not
They
like
are
our zoo
quite
people I
dapper.
know. They're quite dapper indeed.
Penguins are actually the force that creates all freedoms in the universe.
Is that true?
It comes from their freedom organ.
I'm pretty sure that's not what it says in the Bible.
Well, then you didn't read the right Bible. You got to read Joel Alstein and Matt Gates' Bible Improved.
The new improved translation.
They took out all the gay stuff.
Oh, thank God.
Now Jesus was walking around in the woods of the desert of North Missouri with with 7 ladies and 6 dudes.
It's actually about
That way
it's very
everybody
brief.
had a wife and everybody was happy and nobody was touching each other inappropriately out in the desert. And they cut down the number of gospels because obviously, 2 of them are ladies now.
I want more detailed information, sir.
Even as perfect as it was, though, you could make improvements. I mean, you saw, later Christianity saw, the concept of like what more
Blasphemer!
wives,
How dare
I
you
mean,
blaspheme against Joel Osteen? How dare you? Not on Milton Friedman's Red Boys. Don't ever let me hear that again.
In the new improved version, they have taken out all those references to the pores, right?
Who?
yeah, it's not, that's garbage people. That's,
Right. I
that's
mean, they have cleaned that part up, right? Because
Well, she had her cup of coffee and it was fine after that.
it used to be a bunch of sappy shit where you're supposed to like help them or whatever. But I mean, look, there was a lot of innovations surrounding predestination and what the true will of God is, and look, he did that to those people. I mean, you can't go around undoing the work of God, who obviously doesn't like poor people. I mean, look at him.
right. I mean, that's
That's what
how I know
that's,
that God loves me
that's just
because
what
I'm
the squirrels,
blessed.
that's just what the
Yes.
squirrels want you to believe.
Those squirrel sons of bitches will do it to you every time.
Every
These
time.
fuckers.
Hawk person for life. Hawks for life. Hawks rule.
I just wish that Kristen Gillibrand was straight. Then she'd be my dream girl.
She's very good at brain liquefaction. If you ever need your brain liquefied, they're the one to go to.
There's just something about when she quit being a Democrat. I noticed how pretty she was.
Just instantly, it was
It,
just like, wow.
she went from a 2 to a 10.
I'd let her have my radioactive baby for sure.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You don't want. You don't want to end up. You don't want to end up with a woke baby.
Yeah, woke babies have no radiation. That's totally a bad situation.
You don't want to end up with one of those. You got to be really careful.
It's the UV spectrum that causes the wokeness. You need good old-fashioned uranium babies.
I got an F for my paper in biology class comparing the levels of melanin to the levels of wokeness in individual people whose skulls I measured.
Mhm.
That's actually melanin. It's actually a product of devil magic.
Hmm.
Well, now they got so many Marxists in there. Of course, they're going to give you an F for that.
Oh my
You know, they're
God,
such
so
little
many
Marxists.
Marxists. Oh
I
my
have
God.
to go immediately get on all of your school boards.
Marxists are the
Mhm.
causes of all reflections in the universe.
Please get on the school board and get rid of the Marxists.
We
They're going
have
to get
we
on.
have to put a stop to this woke nonsense in your schools.
We
They're
really
going to get
do,
on
though.
there. They're going to get on there and they're going to start doing a bunch of Marxism. They're going to be saying a bunch of shit like, look at this plain fact of reality, and like
Ugh.
trying to determine like what to do about it. That's fucking Marxism. Like we can't be having that shit. We can't be having people just walking around looking at shit and saying something ought to be done about any of
Can't
it.
have
'Cause
Well,
that.
it's exactly how we like it.
I just don't appreciate how they're making nice little white children feel guilty.
Yeah, those kids were fine. Everything was fine.
Oh, it's
We had it.
terrible.
We had it just how we liked it. You know, we had everything fixed perfect. And then here comes all these fucking Marxists who are like,
Fucking Marxists.
they're
Yeah,
like, hey, they're
they're
like, hey,
experts at creating fake wars.
over time, things change. And no, they don't. No, they don't, motherfucker.
Not if you're not a
Things
goddamn
don't
quitter.
change.
If you're not a
You're
goddamn
sounding
quitter.
The Marxists actually create fake wars and fake times for fake people. You can't trust them at all, especially the red devil glitter that they like to spread on everything and make them gay.
That's what happened. That's what I think happened to my mom and dad.
The red devil glitter? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man. There's no cure. It's terminal.
They went to a pride party sponsored by Coca-Cola and came back woke.
they were they were at a they were at an underground rave with a lot of men in skimpy clothing, and they were there to try to save people. They went there to save souls.
That is the
But
most
then
conservative thing I've ever heard.
but then one of the gays blew the red devil glitter right into their eyeballs out of a straw while he was doing a little dance.
Oh
He was
yeah.
like a little sprinkler. He was doing
Oh
the
yeah.
dance move where you look like if you're like a sprinkler, like a lawn sprinkler. He came skipping by in a thong and did that dance move and just blew the red glitter right into their eyes, the red devil glitter, and it was over for them.
Oh, you better
After
and
that,
believe
that's
he
they
was
were
why
woke.
woke.
anytime I see someone like that parading their sexuality, I immediately call the police.
Yeah, you better believe he blew my dad. That's right. But unfortunately, at the time, my dad was my dad, and so was my mom.
Yeah, he blew him while he was still dancing. He
Hmm.
blew him while he was doing that dance that looks like that you're starting and then operating a lawnmower, you know?
Hmm.
But he was such a good dancer that he was, crouched down, and
You know, I think
simultaneously blowing the guy and doing the lawnmower dance. They went there to save these people, okay? They went there to save them from how gay they were getting at that party, and that's how they were treated.
the
And
police
that
get a
kind of behavior is what they're trying to teach our children.
Hmm.
the police get a bad rep, but they're the leading cause of shooting all reflections out of the windows and doors. Just happen to hit people sometimes.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. Everybody I know loves the police. All the
And
we
if those
commuters
had
do.
people didn't want to be shot, they should have just complied.
we
Hmm.
had
The
everything.
police are the physical embodiment of hawk energy.
We had everything exactly how we liked it. Everything was perfect. We had
Yeah.
finally achieved the perfect police that shoot anything remotely shaped like a human being, including a reflection or a shadow. It
I
was
don't know if he
perfect.
was here for it, but I was explaining to them that the reflections are the scariest things that could possibly exist because they like to steal your soul and turn you into an alternate reality version of yourself and replace your body with another one.
Right.
Yep, a woke version. Yep, the
Yeah,
woke version.
the woke mirror reflection paradox, they like to call it.
He doesn't even have a mustache or anything. It's not even like Star Trek. He doesn't have a beard or anything where you can
Yeah,
tell.
it's totally not cool. This is all
They're
scary.
identical.
You
Fucking
might even turn trans after that. I don't know. I
That's
don't
what
know what they
happened to
do
my
with your
parents.
body.
I told you they blew that guy, and then
Well, yours is
that
different
thing
because yours is the power of red devil glitter, and that's produced in the colon sacs of Soros
on Mars.
on Mars. Yeah, yeah.
That's why Elon wants to go to Mars, not to colonize it, but to fight George Soros.
Yeah, with the red devil glitter. Yeah, yeah. He's got to stop it at the source. If he blows up Mars, then we're all safe.
Yeah.
His parents blew that guy while he was doing that breakdancing move where you plant your elbow and spin around in 360 degrees. They had to
Right.
run in a circle the whole time they were blowing that guy. It was very hard on their knees. They went there to save people, and that's how they were treated. It's
Knees are a
disgusting.
liberal Jew conspiracy.
He wouldn't even do a dance move that would make it easier for them to blow him.
So
That's how they were treated.
You can't have Negroes without knees.
I've never heard a truer sentence in my entire fucking life. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tired.
The knees are the corners of the human body. Again, don't trust corners because it's time travel around every corner.
What the fuck type of shit are you on today? This is why that one fucking group chat was just a brick of cry laugh emojis earlier today.
Not sure what you're talking about, sir.
This
Sir, I'm
motherfucker.
totally serious. I'm trying to fill you in with all the conspiracies that save and enrich your life from the woke agenda. From the woke agenda! And you're over here making fun of me.
Stop making fun of my best friend.
My feelings would be hurt if it wasn't for the great amount of disapproval I'm receiving right now.
And that's why I'm glad we have visionaries like you and Elon Musk and Dennis Prager to help save us all.
The Hawks save us all, yeah.
From
Hawk power. Hawk power.
Don't forget Bethany Mandel, you know. Don't forget rising star Bethany Mandel.
I've heard rumors she's a Jew. And I know they say that they're white, but I'm not quite sure if I can actually trust those people.
You can never trust him.
The guy she's married to looks white. Is he not? Is he also? Damn, that's crazy. Sethany. Damn. Never would have thought.
Sethany Mandel, her husband. Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Be careful with that butter knife.
Never would have thought that about them. God, you think you know people.
I just heard about what she did to her mom, and all I could think was, I wish I could do that to one of my moms.
Well, the power of life and death should never be in human hands. It should be left up to God, unless someone is, suspected of a crime, in which case it's okay if police officers take them out in order to, ensure public safety and order.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah, they're there to reinforce and manage the reflections.
Yeah.
Protect and swerve.
Like,
Swerve on the nerve.
I mean, honestly, as a right winger who loves comic books and totally understands the meaning of them, like really, like Judge Dredd didn't go far enough.
Judge Dredd didn't go far enough. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was only a matter of time where we're in a process of gradually going from a child to a childish to childlike within the framework of the dream reality with the Kush aliens.
Well, he's not wrong.
Like, no, it's true. You have to become childlike in order to realize, okay, that the problem in Judge Dredd is that he doesn't go far enough. Antifa and Marxisms and all these things and wokeness, it's so bad that it's making Judge Dredd look like Demolition Man. It's making it look like that what you would need to stop the Marxists, as a right-winger who understands media, who always gets like the point of the movie or the comic book or whatever it is, like Antifa is so bad that in the Judge Dredd universe, you would want to send a Demolition Man from like an even worse universe.
Well, you see, the problem with Antifa is that nobody questions who built the pyramids in Mexico.
Nobody does. They never do.
Fuck.
They went to Area 51 and they just looked at it. They didn't do anything.
They didn't do a goddamn thing.
All of the pyramid shit is in there, man. Come
And
on, people want to know.
We gotta watch those angles, those tricky corners.
People want to know the secret history of the pre-Christian era workings of the Christian God in the West. People want to know these stories. We have the Book of Mormon, but there's, the Book of the Pyramids. It's out there, It's out there.
Where do you think Richard Simmons got his power to turn it to turn into a revolving sex doll, real boy man magic? It didn't just come out of the sky. He had to get it from somewhere.
I thought sweet ass. His ass.
I thought that was because when Yakub created white people, Richard Simmons was the prototype white person. That's why I thought that was. I thought that was why he was special.
It's a common misconception. He was only a template. The prototype it took a couple tries. Yeah, you got Richard Simmons, and then you got George Bush, and then you got General Custer, and General Custer ended up being the prototype.
Anybody else think it's weird how white Mark Cuban is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
With a name like that, I'm not sure.
For sure, yeah. There's definitely something going on there. I don't trust it for 1 second. It's definitely some kind of conspiracy going on there.
Thank fuck. I was worried I was the only one.
We got to take the Mark and drop the Cuban.
We need to take the Cuban out of Mark Cuban, if you catch my drift.
No, it's extremely subtle, and I can't catch what the drift is. No, I'm not catching it. It's extremely subtle. What isn't he a Guzano? Isn't he a good Cuban? I don't understand.
What the hell is
a
Cuban?
What did you mean?
He's a little Cuban curious, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, what the hell do you mean by good Cuban? What the hell is that?
I thought there was a good kind.
What?
Well, their votes can be good, but the people themselves are not what they might appear. Let's say
a little bit of the Fidel Castro over here, if you catch my drift.
But they know that's unfair to the Guzanos. They hate him. They love us. That's why they came here.
They've got really elaborate skin suits, sir.
They came here out of love for America, as regular Cubans might do, for no reason other than love for America. There was no event that drove them here. They just came here.
But of course they love America.
Wrong.
But
they came here to steal your jobs. You all know that.
Well, stealing your jobs is only a consequence of them having too much rain trickled on them. Again, the rain is the problem here. You gotta avoid that rainwater. It's really dangerous.
I mean, it would be okay, I guess, if they came over and took the jobs that they're naturally suited for, like being a gardener or day laborer.
Or standing around acting cool.
Hey, Kami, what kind of Cuban are you?
Yeah. The Mexican kind.
That's the correct answer. That's why you're okay enough.
I
Shit,
knew
I
it.
What the fuck are you doing with my pyramids? You need to
I-
get rid of my
Oh.
pyramids.
Be
I
quiet,
Why are
recognize.
Peter.
you Why are
I
you fucking with
recognize
my
this
Mexican
leftist.
pyramids, sir? Sir,
No, I recognize
sir.
this leftist. I heard this guy on a podcast one time. I heard this guy go on a podcast and tell a couple of white guys that he was going to come take their job. I recognize
Ah!
this.
Ah!
He's really going to do it.
Did they
Really going to do.
complete the summoning circle to steal your job?
Well, all right.
Heard
This
that
is
you
another
can
great
get rich for
episode.
stealing data.
Jobs are neither created or destroyed. They have to be. That's the law of equivalent and exchange.
Yeah, this has been another great episode of Milt Freedman's Rent, boys. I'm real proud of everybody, and I love you all in a good way, in a good Christian way, and nobody die of
Watch out for
COVID
those
because of the.
And I would just like to thank my husband for allowing me to be on here tonight.
Your husband's a great fella, and we love you all.